iPhone, unmute yourself.
Hello,
Okay. Hello. What's your first name?
can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Asia?
Okay. Asia. How old are you?
Yes,
Uh,
26.
All right. So, domestic or stray, what do we got?
Honestly, I think stray, I would say.
Hmm. You have any children?
No, I don't.
You want to be married?
Yes, I do.
All right. So, what's going on?
Well, I kind of been single for 26 years.
26.
Yeah.
26.
So
You haven't dated
I
anybody in 26 years?
did, I have dated before. It never goes anywhere. A lot of times, uh, the guy wants something and that's not the same thing that I want. So
Well, I mean, as
I'd
long as
say
you've ever
no.
dated.
One date. The
One date?
Not even multiple. Yeah.
What do you mean he wants something that you don't want? How can you know that in one date?
Well, it's usually sexual. The conversation turns sexual before
Are you a
I
virgin?
even get there. Oh no, not at all. I'm not.
Hold
We
on,
can have a
hold on,
sexual
hold on.
conversation.
Pump the bump, pump, 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 pump the brakes. The conversation, you're not a virgin,
No.
but the conversation turns sexual.
Yes.
Let me get on the camera on my phone. You do realize, you do happen to realize that you should not be going out with a man on date one if you are not sexually attracted to him. You do realize that, right?
Yes.
All right. So, the, why do men date?
To find someone, of course, that they're attracted to and to be with.
Dating equals porking. Men date for sex. Okay?
Gotcha.
So, it's not as natural and normal if you're going out with somebody you're sexually attracted to, and presumably he's sexually attracted to you, that the subject of sex comes up on date one.
Which
Unless
is
you're going,
understandable.
okay. So why does it not get to take date two?
So even if it does get sexual, I don't mind that. We can continue that. But if that's all you want and you can't hold a conversation, and
Mm-hmm.
that's all you base a conversation off of.
Okay. I often hear women say this, that um, you don't that men seem to only want sex, and that's a problem. I said it earlier, right? But
Mhm.
I'm gonna flip it up. Have you ever made you ladies need to make room for the possibility that's all men perceive that you actually bring to the table?
I mean, when I talk to older gentlemen, it's a lot different. The conversations are a lot better, but guys my age, that's where the conversation ends.
Well, but the point I'm saying is men talk about sex. See, it's always like a negative on the guy. And if you can't get past date two, for how many, for multiple guys, the problem is not the guys.
Yeah. I mean, but that's also what I'm trying to figure out. So I've been working on myself 26
Okay.
years. So I haven't just been doing nothing the
I didn't say
entire
you were.
time.
I'm saying that this is a common refrain in modern dating. The guys seem to just be sex, sex, sex. Well, if you look on what's the modern woman really selling today, do most women sell femininity? No. Do they sell wifely skills like being able to be a good homemaker, a cook, a good keeper of a home, a good mother, a good raiser of children? No, most women are selling sex. Long eyelashes, weave, long fingernails, overly sexualized. That's what most women are selling. So you can't be mad that that's what men are buying.
Yeah, but I'm not the same as every other woman.
I
Of course,
get it.
we have to go based off of the majority.
So, what do you think the problem is the reason you can't get to date two. If wanting to have sex is not a problem.
Well, me personally, well, I recently went on a date 2 weeks ago with a guy.
Hmm.
The date went very well, but it got to a point where he wanted to see me like my next day off, and I was okay with that. But then he was like, "Yeah, I want you to be my other half, and we can just And this is after the first date. He's like,
Poly
you know,
relationship of some sort.
huh?
He wants you to meet his other half,
Yeah, his other half.
so another woman.
I, I believe so.
Okay, and
So with that, and I was like, let's slow it down a bit. Let's at least go on a second date, but I'm willing to get to know you indefinitely. And even then, he was still pushing, like, okay, I want to see you tonight, and it just got even faster and faster. And I'm like,
where are you
I think
meeting
we
these
should slow
people?
it down.
Where are you meeting these people?
Uh, a lot of times, online
Thank
dating.
you, man. Look, man.
I know.
Look. Okay, you're going online and you're lamenting a hookup culture, and that's what online dating is.
Okay, it is
There can't
in
be
my
more
area.
information. I don't know. I don't want to hear about your area. There are human beings everywhere. If
I guess I was gonna say I haven't been able to find the guys that you know I prefer in my area.
what do you mean? The guys you prefer
So
meaning
like
what?
I guess the guys the people around me have a certain kind of mindset, and
Guys you prefer meaning what?
you know
Guys you prefer
they're okay
meaning
with
what?
not becoming educated, not wanting more, not moving up in their jobs, not they don't have any motivation.
Okay.
And even I do,
All
go
right. Hold on.
out
Hold on. What
into the
state are you
world and
in?
meet.
What state are you in?
I'm in New York.
What New York City?
No, upstate New York, capital.
Albany?
Yeah.
Man, come on. I can't meet a guy who wants to a professional in Albany.
I've tried, and even in person, it just okay. I can say I've for a long time it was about my self image, but
Yeah.
I recently realized that I do have to take, of course, better care of myself if I
Oh,
want to
right.
attract certain kind
Thank
of
you.
guys.
There we go. How
So
tall are
I
you?
have
How tall are you?
I'm 5'7".
Dress size?
I am 220.
Your dress size?
Uh, mm, um, I'm between size. Certain areas don't fit in dresses, so I'm between sizes, so I don't really have a dress size. Yeah, I guess large. It's not.
All right. So the
But
reality is, ma'am, let's be realistic here. The kind of men you want are kind of men most women want upwardly mobile, progressive guys, educated
yeah,
guys. They don't tend to want
of course.
women who are your height, your weight.
I know, and I was
So,
260.
so,
I was
so, so,
260 just three
so,
months ago.
so, the problem's not the men. The problem is you're relegated by your SMV to dealing with
Hmm.
a lower caliber guy. And online dating, sexual experiences, come on. If we flip the script and had a man with low value status, he would have
Hmm.
some of the similar experiences. You can't meet somebody in public. Well, no, because the first thing in public, what do men do? They see the physical. People were gonna say you were 260. Well, why is that important? Because you can't start with the problem is the men. The problem is always with us as people in the mirror.
Well, I
What?
didn't say the problem was the men. I was saying that the problem is apparently I've been too picky with the guys.
You've been too picky?
I guess so. Yeah, I would assume I've been told I'm picky. Me personally, I don't think so. I
You get
honestly
told you were
just
picky
would
by
like
whom?
by friends,
Female
mainly
friends?
female friends, yes.
Huh. You're too picky because you want what?
A guy who respects me, who's
Mm.
just simple things. I just want decent human compassion, I guess.
How can you determine all this in one date?
Well, of course, I talk to these guys. We just don't go on one date at first, and I would
But they
like to,
disrespect you?
yes, in certain ways.
Oh Jesus Christ! This has been one of the strangest calls I've ever had. A woman who self-admittedly can't get past date one, who's not a virgin, who's presumably has sex, has even talked about being open to a threesome. But uh,
Oh no, when I say his other half, he meant like other half of himself, not like. But he was trying to.
I said other
Uh,
half. I was
the
very
first
clear
day we
about a
met.
woman. When I said other half, I said his wife or whatever. That's what somebody means the other
Oh no,
half.
I'm sorry, I misunderstood that. No, the he said his other half. He's like, oh, let's go on a vacation and stuff,
All
and
right.
he was
Okay.
just kind of
Okay.
moving.
Okay. All right. Moving too fast. Mm-hmm. All righty, ma'am. Um, I'm confused, and when I start to get confused, my bullshit meter goes off. Bottom line, uh, the kind of man you want something. Okay.
That's understandable. I mean, everyone
And
wants something.
the kind of man you want something. If you're too picky, fine. Ask yourself the question: are you what they would pick?
I mean,
Are you what they would pick?
I should be. I'm a great person.
Uh, uh,
I
uh,
know
uh, uh,
maybe
uh, uh, uh,
outly.
uh, Great person presumes that's bullshit. We don't pick people because they're great people. Are you what they would pick?
Yes, if they got to know me.
Yeah. See how we do that? See how they can't be honest with each other? They got to know you. That'd be like a guy saying, "You, if you got to know me, it doesn't matter. I make $40,000. I'm a great man."
I mean, well, when other people tell you you have great qualities and you would be a
Yeah,
good person for anybody,
women tell you this.
women, other
Yeah,
men, I do
women
have
aren't
male
dating. Women
friends.
aren't dating you. Women aren't dating you. And men often tell you things to make your feelings feel better. I'm just going to be hardcore now, man, because you're not dealing
Okay.
with reality. 26 years old,
Yes,
26, you're way too much.
I know that.
Well, then you gotta act, you gotta move like it. You weigh
It's
twice as much as if you were 160 pounds, you weigh twice as much as you should. If you're 120 pounds, 220 pounds, it's still too big. And the problem
yeah.
is, if you online dating is crap for everybody. So if you're relegated to online dating, you're already fishing in a garbage can. And if you can't meet the kind of men in person, it's because you're not their SMV. So saying that
Okay.
you be nice, such and so forth, that's not how men's minds work. So y'all can cut all this foolishness out. Drop the weight, get in shape, get out there and make a better case for yourself.
And with that, that's all it takes. Just lose some weight, and
I don't know if that's all it takes, but that's where it starts. You want guarantees, ma'am? Here's the guarantee. Keep doing this. See how's this going.
I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, rams, hogs, dogs, chicken, turkeys, rabbits. You
I get tired of y'all asking, is that all it takes? Like, y'all want guarantees. It's the sexual marketplace. It is blood sport. It's blood
that's
sport.
okay.
It's kill or be killed. All
Okay,
is
so
fair in love
I
and
guess
war, right?
mm,
Then get
it's
out there and
true.
get out there and get competitive. Right now, you're not at your fighting weight, unless the fight is sumo.
Gotcha. All right.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the Spotlight News. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And let's give respect to the fallen legend, Papa Kevin Samuels, for his good work he brought to the Black society. And first of all, before we proceed, here in these videos, we talk about marriage, love, feminism, divorce, and other related stuff, plus communication skills. First of all, putting that aside, I've seen a lot of ladies with that difference of communication skills, because even this video about this lady we are talking about today, if you're to listen to her, she's not clear about herself. Actually, what I could say, she is not confident about what she's speaking. First of all, if you don't have the confidence and the self-communication skill to talk to the public, that means you're lying about everything. That's why in all the video you see her quiet and she is speaking what she thinks like or what she feels like, but she's not well versed of what she's saying. That's why I would say she is confused of herself. Because first of all, you have to have that confidence while speaking to the public, and that's why you see even KS didn't waste his time on her. He could let her do what she does, and I like the way he could ignore everything and put on those simple music for them to feel like you're speaking rubbish. But no matter what, this lady didn't even listen to whatever they are telling her, because she is off topic about what she's speaking or what brought her inside that. So at the end of the day, you find it difficult for her to get advice, because first of all, as a person, she's confused. This is where I say, first of all, you have to first stand as a person and be confident about what you're speaking. And first of all, if you can't speak the reality, as I told you, you have to first be proud of your past, then you work on your present. But there is no way you're going to work on your present and you're running away from your past and you're lying about everything. So I think this is the end of today's video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Bye bye. May God bless you.